Well, hello everybody. Welcome to my PowerPoint presentation on Arma Fatigue. Next slide. We got a real banger for you guys here today. Look, we got a little wavy animation here for the thing. Next slide, please, assistant. All right. So, what exactly is Arma Fatigue? Well, Arma Fatigue is animation. Arma Fatigue is that just overwhelming amount of stress here that you guys will get when you play a game called Arma 3. Armored Assault 3. Sometimes you have a big A and then another little A, or you have a big A and another big A. And that's all the stress you're going to get from playing this game. And it affects varying degrees of people. You know, some people will be like, I love it. And some people will be like, I can't take it no more. So, the little crybabies, yeah. Mostly, a lot of people, it really started peaking around here when the Zeus update happened. Why that happened? Well, it's because the game got a lot more fun, let's be honest. Because you start plopping down little units and you can be like, you fight each other. And you can be like, lightning strike. So, next slide, please. We gotta talk about some of our victims here. Alright, who are they? Well, you gotta play the animation. Some of our victims here, some of our players. Yeah, that's right, players. Alright, we got real people playing the game. We got the people making fun stuff, the people making sure you can play on the servers with the fun stuff, the people who fund all the fun stuff, the people who record the fun stuff, and ultimately the people who make it also, like the mod making of the fun stuff, not the mission making.
Is everyone a victim?
Everyone is a victim. Even the developers. I didn't put them on here, but they're in a little special place because they're probably fatigued out because, you know, they've been working on this for so long too. Next slide. Let's talk about some of your average players. I should have flipped it around, but that's okay. Some of your average players. You got the Beegs. He's an alpha male. He's a Chad. He jumps around. He's all excited. He wants to play Arma with his friends. But guess what? He can't because there's too much drama sometimes. All right, and he's like, I want a free rank. I want to be super. I want to be sergeant. I want to be commander man. Guess what? Sometimes you just can't. All right. Sometimes there's 4 of us, and that doesn't mean we can all be the sergeant. Sometimes you gotta be the private. All right. You know what? He doesn't have enough space in his hard drive. You know why? Play that little animation here. Play that, please. His hard drive's on fire. His hard drive is on fire. You know why? Because he's got 45 to 60 gigabytes just in the game, maybe more. Then he's got another 200 gigabytes because I made him download a wheelchair mod. Okay. It's fun, all right? And that's not counting all the other mods like Star Wars, Warhammer, Modern Day, Cup, the DLCs. Get the Prairie Fire DLC. It's really good. You're going to want it, all right? It's a must-have. Global Mobilization's underappreciated. You got to have Apex, and you got to have the Carts DLC. If you play live servers, you got to play Carts. All right? I'm just saying, all right? But he's got some more problems here, okay? Look, there's too many controls. His little fingers, he's getting carpal tunnel, all right? I had normal working hands before this game. Now my fingers, I can't. There's too many keys. I just want to use a controller, all right? Let me use my controllers. Let me use my VR controllers. I don't care, all right? Also, he has no frames, okay? No one has frames, but he in particular, he doesn't have frames because you know why? Because he's playing on his grandma's computer. And look, what does that say? Just
units die too quickly.
Units die too quickly. That's because he's in a unit one day, 3 days later, it's dead. They didn't even have a team speak up or a server. They were just talking in the Discord and fighting because they went free ranks. And yeah. Next slide. Thank you. Now we have mission makers. Zeus. You know who this is? This is my friend Rocker. All right, he's been playing Arma for too long. Look out, the Rocker. Okay. Look, he's got too many hours in the editor. He lives in the editor. He doesn't even get to enjoy the game. At all. Look, he's got to worry about the missions breaking because he puts down one little guy and then a mod updates and then that breaks the whole mission. And guess what? You can't just go in and be like, whoa, that thing's deleted. No, you scrap the whole thing. You just throw it away. All right? And then look, dumb players who are like, oh, I'm going to hop in your vehicle and I'm going to ram another vehicle, kill 20 guys. All right? You got that guy to worry about. What's that say down? Broken AI? The AI, oh my gosh, if I could actually do it right now, I'd be proning, okay? The AI, they don't do this. They don't do this right here, okay? They are like this. They lay down all right? Because you're shooting them, you're banging them, okay? And then they want to lay down. They just want to lay down. All right, you go to do a little breaching charge. All right, he put the AI down. He's like, oh, they're gonna stand up. No, they're laying down on the ground on a couch like this, shooting you. Install lambs or VCOM. That'll fix it also too. Sometimes, not guaranteed, because sometimes you gotta put some scripts in there, some stuff. We're not even mentioning that stuff. Wondering AI and players. Oh my goodness. Sometimes you get a player who's just like, you got a guy who's like right here with his squad, and then the whole squad's over here. All right, he's not even like he's somewhere completely else, and it just makes you mad as a Zeus. And you got to improv. You just got to make things up, because sometimes like a car blows up, and you're like, okay, well, I guess there's a terrorist attack today. You just got to make stuff up. All right, next we got some big ones here. We got server managers. This is your Vox, okay? Then make sure you have your awesome server ready. All right. He nearly died making sure you could get your server working, okay? Server, guess what? That costs a lot of money. They cost a lot of money. I bought a Minecraft server for me and all my friends. All right, it's got 100 slots. It was $9 for 4 months. An Arma server, it's like $40 for like 20 slots if you want it to run well a month. It's expensive, okay? Look, it's hard to pinpoint the problem what's crashing it, okay? Sometimes you're just like, some guy just loaded an extra mod and he's like spawning his own vehicles or something. And you got to key the server because it's one guy. And then the mod makers don't have their servers keyed, okay? Look, it's okay. There's always troubleshooting. It's like a tech guy thing. And I feel bad for him, And then we got, what is it? Hard to satisfy people. That goes for all these here, even the normal players. You got to keep them happy because they want their Arma. They want their Arma. Look, his upside down now. He darn flipped upside down because he doesn't know how to explain it to you people that the problems in the server are being caused by everything, just everything. High command players, please play the fancy animation. Tilty. That's your money. It's tilting away. It's firing away. This is your heiress, okay? He spends big money. He wants you to play. He wants you to have a good server. He wants you to have a good team speak, and he wants you to have like good everything, okay? But you know what? It's expensive. I'm talking big money, okay? Look. He's always recruiting. You gotta have people. Look. You want to play Arma with like 3 people? You might want to. I might want to. But sometimes you're like, what if we did like a big old battle, like World War II? Well, guess what? If you want to do D-Day, you got to have everybody to do D-Day with. Sometimes it's just a little hard to do some things with like 3 guys, Don't take that out of context. And then you got, always trying to innovate. You want to innovate. You want to just keep on being like, oh, okay, guess what? Today we're a Star Wars unit. Tomorrow we're modern day unit. Next week, guess what? We're playing Fallout in Arma. Next week we're doing Minecraft in Arma. The Minecraft mod? Stuff's dope. You got working Melee. You gotta innovate, all right? Players want fancy ranks. I'm talking, you got a new guy who shows up, he's like, I got 10,000 hours in Arma, all right? He's like, I want to be in charge of this. I don't want to run a thing, but I want to be in charge of it. So then you gotta give him a fancy rank because he's played the game since 2013, okay? Even though the game's changed every couple of years, and you're like, oh, you know how to do Melee? He's like, no. Be like, yeah, because guess what? That's in the game now, not in the base game. Neither is jumping, but we got mods for that. All right, you got to innovate, keep crazy stuff. What's that last one say right there? You need a specialist. Because if you play with Ace, you got to teach them how to use Ace Medical. You play with Ace also, you got to teach them how to use mortars and stuff. And Ace put little earplugs in, and little pilots and Tank Man, and how to use radio. Okay, next up is mine. All right, please play my fancy animation. Go up, please subscribe. It helps right now. Okay, this is your Papaner. So my good friend Papaner from Twitch. Twitch.com/Papaner. Okay, he does like Star Wars stuff. You guys will love him. Okay, he's pretty cool. Look, the videos are lengthy. Okay, look, I know this video already is kind of a little long, but you guys might enjoy it. Okay.
Twitch.com is twitch.tv.
Twitch.tv. I'm sorry, I don't watch. I'm sorry. Twitch.tv/Papaner. He's really cool. I promise. Okay. He's got a little Star Wars dude picture, okay, if you like Star Wars and stuff. He works on mods, too. Look, videos, they're long. Arma videos, there's no way to cut it, all right? They're long, all right? Even if you want short ones, they're long, all right? Little 30-second clips, become 30-minute clips. Right? They're just hard because you need context. All right, there's a lot of running to the objectives. All right, Arma is a lot of running, and no one wants to tell you about that. So I got it like clipped out of my video when I do edit, like for this video. You know what I mean? Then it's a niche game. Look, Arma is like Gmod 2. All right, you can do like you can pretty much do like everything, a little bit of everything in it, but it's a niche game because you can be like, hey, you ever heard of Arma? They'll be like, no. I'd be like, you should. It's pretty cool. All right, you can play Minecraft in it. You can play Fallout multiplayer better than normal Fallout multiplayer. You can do some Warhammer stuff. You like Warhammer? You got a little Star Wars lightsaber action. You like big old battles there. You got your Vietnam stuff. This stuff's cool. All right, you got your awesome little World War II. You got your modern day stuff. There's probably some other stuff I'm forgetting to mention. You know, but look, you can do a little bit of everything. Even though it's a niche for everybody. What does that say right there? Advertising sucks. All right, I'm gonna post this into like Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, and there's gonna be some guy who's gonna be like, I deleted your post because we don't advertise in this group. And guess what? If you want more people, they say, you look up Arma 3, what's the first thing that pops on Google? Is Arma a dying game? Google it right now, okay? I see you shaking your head. It's a dying game. Look, we gotta have people advertise the game. You just gotta accept that, okay? You gotta accept the advertising for us to promote the game. Look, I'm not talking about developers. I'm talking about like everybody else, okay? Like you gotta capture their attention. You gotta like be innovative. You gotta do stuff like this. You gotta have a PowerPoint presentation on Arma 3. And then look, what is that? Stuck in limbo. You know why? Because when you start making Arma content, you just don't stop. You next thing. I got years of Arma content on this channel now. Next up, modders. Who are we talking about here? We're talking about the crypto, okay? All right, it's hard for him to organize. All right, a little time management. He spent all of his time trying to fix every little thing in the little builder. All right, look, he is mostly unpaid. I say mostly because some Arma developers are paid, and some people really hate that. But listen. Sometimes you gotta pay them for their work because they're putting in a lot of time and effort, and they deserve it, okay? So don't get mad because Arma is Gmod too. And there's a lot of money being made in Gmod. Just let the developers make some money in Arma. Who cares? Okay? Like they work pretty hard on this to give us little fancy little toys that goes like a little cockback animation, alright? Then we got underappreciated, alright? Sometimes they're sad, they're humans too, because their fingers are broken because they have to script and code everything. Alright? It's an old game engine. This game is almost, it's like probably as old as me. It's almost older. Like the game engine is old, okay? This, you know Bolton who shows up on my channel, my little brother? This game is almost as old as him. Alright? Guys, this game is old. Got a lot to work with here. And there's still drama. How is it that with all of these I've mentioned before, there are still Arma mod teams causing drama? I don't know, Legion. Please continue. Please continue. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results. And that's what Arma is. That's why we freaking love it. Alright? You know what? Because as many times we play a mission, alright, many times we make a mission, or we do something, it's going to break. But we're going to have fun breaking it together. If I have to like move like frames like this to play D-Day, I'm going to move like frames like this so I can save America. Alright? Not to be one of those like advertisement, propaganda videos, but like, I'm gonna finish my objective, right? And then I'm gonna complain that the frames aren't working. Are we insane? Yes. Thank you. Because Arma is something different for all of us. It's great, but it can be a pain in the butt. And last but not least, Arma 4, it's probably never coming out, okay? But if it does, maybe it'll be on the new engine, and maybe it'll make life a little bit easier. But I thank you all for... Goodbye.